Welcome to the introduction to filling out the Craft Growers Survey. To fill out the Craft Growers Survey, you will use a service called Kobo Toolbox. You will be automatically assigned a Kobo username by your Craft Assistant Program Manager. Contact Tina Bice for your Kobo account information and to reset your password. To fill out a grower survey, go to the craftfdn.org website and open the Craft Data Entry section found at the top. Find the green button for Craft Traditional New Planting, Data Entry for Cycles 1 through 6. Select Enter Craft Traditional New Planting Data now. This will bring you to the Kobo Toolbox website. Type in your assigned username and password in the login screen. Your Kobo Toolbox home screen will look like this. From your My Projects home screen, select the Craft Grower Survey. Then from the top center of your screen, select Form. Scroll down to the Open button on the bottom right of the screen. This will open a new blank grower survey. A new blank form looks like this. Begin filling the survey by entering your email address. This must be the email address associated with your Kobo username shared with you by Craft. By entering the email that matches your account, all the contracts you can access will appear. Select the appropriate contract and then the subplot for which you want to enter grove information. Survey questions will only appear after you confirm the experimental ID. You will fill a new survey for each experimental ID or subplot. You can copy from the survey into another survey. This will be explained later in the video. Begin the survey by entering the date range for the management that you are about to enter. For example, all activities you are entering might have taken place between January and April. You may not enter dates in the future. So let's change the dates to range from November to January. There are 8 main management sections in this survey. You may fill any or all that apply. For example, if you applied herbicide, you may select Yes in the General Maintenance section and then select herbicide. Fill in the date of application, name, and rate. Then scroll to the next section that may apply for this management period. In the case that something like a fertilizer has been applied, you may be required to upload a photo or a file. Upload the label image required by clicking in the box. Navigate to the file. You may have to use the drop-down to select all file formats in order to find the image. Add an additional fertilizer entry by pressing the plus button at the bottom of the blue highlighted section. You can add a new entry and upload a new file. A 2 will appear in the corner of the box indicating that this is the second entry of the fertilizer section, and you can upload a new file. If you added this additional entry by mistake, click the minus button on the bottom right of just that entry and confirm. See that this is the first entry still there. If you mistakenly uploaded the wrong file, select the circular arrow button to delete the file and upload a new one. The plus button and upload features apply not only for fertilizers, but for all of the management categories. If you have additional applications for pest management or harvest, for example, you use the plus for all sections. Use the plus button for the additional applications or products that apply only to just that time period and subplot. When you finish filling all the management activities for the individual subplot, Scroll to the bottom of the form to submit activities for that time period. Press the blue Submit button. A small yellow banner appears very briefly at the top of the screen after successful submission and then disappears. The form becomes blank to begin a new submission. If you would like to save and return to a form, scroll down to the bottom of the form and select the Save button. You may choose to name the entry anything you like. You may now close the browser window. To return to this form, find the link you used to open the form originally and click the number and the green checkbox on the top left of the screen to find the form you saved. You must always return to the same computer or device to find this form. Saved incomplete forms will only save to the same web browser and not to your account. Saved forms may disappear if you have cleared your browser history. So for this reason, we do not recommend saving forms. Submit them when complete. Fill a new survey for each subplot in a contract. To copy information from one subplot or experimental unit to another one in the same contract, you will duplicate a form. To duplicate a form, sign into your account and select the Craft Grower Survey in My Projects by clicking on the project name. Select Data on the top center of the screen. You will see a table of forms submitted by your account. Scroll through the forms to find the contract and subplot you would like to view or to duplicate. You can even use the search bar to search by individual contracts. Select the eye icon to the left of the form to open it. From this screen, you may print the form for your records. Select the Duplicate button to open a new submission that you can edit. A screen will open that says Duplicate Successfully Created. Select Edit. Update any fields as needed, like changing the subplot. If you close the browser window, the duplicate will not save. Scroll down to select Submit on the bottom of the form. The duplicate form is now submitted, and you can close the tab. Back in the Kobo data screen, do not select the red trash can or the Delete, nor the Edit button. These will permanently delete or erase any previously submitted data. You can refresh submission to see the new information you've entered and select Done. If you feel you've entered a form submission incorrectly, contact your Craft Assistant Program Manager, Tina Weiss, for assistance. Frequently, when opening a new survey, an unsaved record pops up with Load or Discard buttons. If you have already saved or submitted surveys, you will not need to load them. The Load button may be helpful if your browser's crashed or you accidentally closed in the middle of filling out a survey. But almost all of the time, Discard is the option you should choose. We hope that you found this tutorial for submitting Craft Grower surveys helpful. If you have account access questions, please reach out to Tina Weiss at Craft Foundation.